Hello everyone, Shadefire here, and today I'm taking a first impressions look at Sea of Solitude. Now this was a game that caught my eye when it was first announced at E3 last year, I think, at EA's presentation. Which, you know, normally most EA shit is like, who cares, but occasionally they have those EA originals where they have taken on a promising young developer and have not yet shown that they are going to ruin their company. But this has a very cool style to it, and a theme that I can definitely relate to, in which any human who becomes lonely will transform into a monster. And our protagonist here is kind of halfway through that process. But you kind of go around in a boat, from what I understand, and on the Sea of Isolation, you find other monsters and make them not so lonely. Now, this is not a super long game. I think it's only about 3 hours is the estimated completion time. But we're not going to go too far into it. I should mention, too, that this is from a German indie dev. The game contains sensitive topics that some players may find distressing, related to mental and emotional wellness. It is not intended to serve as professional advice or guidance. A personal project about loneliness inspired by my own experiences and other real-life stories. Kay's journey is about what it means to be human and to live with all of life's ups and downs. Cornelia Geppert. Now, I know some people would be like, ugh, indie artsy garbage, just from reading that alone, but, you know, if that's the case, you're probably on the wrong channel.
I'm still trying to piece it together, but I can't. I'm completely torn apart. I have family, I have friends, and yet here I am, feeling lonely again. What is wrong with me? I'm so tired of it. So damn tired. There must be a way out of here. I want to change it. Change me!
Here we are, miserable and alone and kind of furry, in our isolation boat. But yeah, already I just kind of like the general art style they've gone with here.
And why is it so dark? A light. Maybe I'm not alone after all.
Alright, that
I should get closer.
That kind of looks like it's an angler bobber. Alright, how do I go close? How do I boat? Oh, just L. Thought I'd have to do something to motor. But yeah, like, look at the ocean. Look at this, like, weird, silhouetted city they've got going on here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is going to be, like, attached to a monster. Hello, yes, would you like to be friends?
Hey! Are you alright?
Kay! You're here again.
How do you know who I am?
What a silly question. Here, I have a present for you.
I'm the ghost of friendships past. Alright. She's calmed the seas for us.
I haven't seen the sun in... I don't remember.
That's better. Are you ready, Kay?
Are you ready? 'Cause shit's about to get cray-cray. Alright.
Wow. How did she... I must be imagining this.
I'm thinking this is probably a little bit of an Alice in Wonderland kind of thing.
What? Who do you mean?
Not telling. This flare belongs with you. Now you can use it too. Go on, shoot it.
Alright. I guess we have the ability to shoot magic flares from my hand.
Let's go! Let's go! He's waiting for us!
Who's waiting for us? This girl is so strange.
Again, just this, like, kind of street here looks pretty gorgeous. With the kind of soft muted filter. Back to black.
It's so beautiful. It reminds me of Venice.
Funny thing is, I think this is just supposed to be Berlin. You notice how nothing's actually destroyed. So I think this flare will just point to where that girl went. To give you an idea. Not that there's... Oh. Hold on, I think I saw somebody on that roof. Nope, never mind, that was just a pipe with some stuff hanging off of it. Thought maybe somebody was like pulling a G-man on us, just watching. It's hard not to remember that other game with the girl and her little brother going through a flooded city, though that was a post-apocalypse, and I'm pretty sure this is more of a dream world kind of situation.
So slow. Come on.
As Kay comes to deal with her feelings of isolation. I'm surrounded by so many people, but I feel so alone. Been there, KK.
Let's play hide and seek. You're it.
I'm gonna get you!
Never.
Also, it seems like that girl might actually just be Kay when she wasn't miserable.
You got me.
I mean, you did kind of give me a tool to cheat.
This isn't fair. You can fly and be invisible.
Oh no. Not now. I'll make her leave you alone.
Wait! Don't leave me here.
The irony is that you've also left me alone.
Girl?
Girl!
Oh. What happened to the weather?
Clearly, that was just an illusion she was projecting to make it seem not so miserable. So this girl's what? Probably Kay's optimism and love for life? Which is why it's now separate.
You worthless piece of shit! You have no idea what you're doing, do you? As usual.
I'm trying! She knows my name. Did you do something to the girl?
She is as fake as you are, so I ate her alive.
But that means you're fake too. We're all fake here. Alright, bye. See, she's got a shell because she's isolated and hiding from the world. Alright, bye. I'll go find myself a new girl. Using my little pew-pew. Onward and upward. I actually did not think that there was going to be out-of-boat sections from this. But I guess you couldn't really have the whole game just puttering around in your boat.
It's so dark again. That monster said such terrible things. What the hell? Why?
That's so uncool for a monster.
This has got to be a dream, right?
I mean, look at the size of that basketball. It's as big as her head and shoulders. So this must be a dream.
Ah!
Whoa.
What are those things? There's something trapped in there. It shines like the girl. Could she still be alive?
I didn't actually see what the prompt was for dispel corruption. No, it was just a flare. Right trigger. Okay, I have to hold it down. Fill my backpack with darkness.
Is that me?
Now it says focus, but I can't tell if I'm supposed to click the stick or just direct it. Because it says R, focus, so I would assume that's right stick. But what am I focusing on? Am I gonna beam this girl? Okay, there we go.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything! Leave me alone!
I touched you with my beam. Now you're my friend.
Do anything. You never do.
That's not true! I'm trying! Stop being so cruel! That hurts.
Okay. I mean, it does hurt to live up to your problems.
Stop looking at me. Get the light away. It burns.
No. You're in my way. I need to find more light.
Alright, she can also swim.
Those handprints. Are they the girls? Maybe she's still alive. Ah!
I knew you would come back. Come a little closer, so I can see you better.
It's not even the same monster. Yeah, I know.
She seems dangerous. I'll look somewhere else.
Yeah, so maybe don't go in the water. I hope someone finds my letter. The street used to be quite beautiful. Now I hardly recognize it. I wonder what happened.
Laura? Hello? Are you out there?
So I think this really would be one of those games that's, you know, it's enjoyable the way through. Not super long, doesn't overstay its welcome, but it's not something you really go back to after you finished it. Which is fine with me. I know some people seem to insist that all games have to have a lot of replayability to be worth money. But people have all kinds of weird ideas about
Where
the cost of
am I?
entertainment.
This city looks so real.
I'm looking at you. Does that make you nervous? Okay, I'm gonna go across while she's over there. Okay, there's a beacon over there. Wait until this big hairy fish is elsewhere. It's not okay for you to enter my domain, Kay. I want to be alone, Kay.
I was looking for a girl, and instead I found a boy.
Okay, that's a pretty good one. I approve of that pun.
More of those. I know what to do. It's beautiful.
We've created a sanctuary in the darkness. Doesn't that look great? Okay, it says to go up. I think I saw a ladder over here in the water.
What's the seagull doing here? Shoo! Cute.
Seagull, like, mostly off-screen there. Okay, we found the collectible seagull. I like this music, too. Oh. Was she doing the Nathan Drake? Yeah, she is. When you run like that, she'll put her hand out to the wall. That's just the first game that comes to mind that has that is, you know,
Where did all this water come from?
Last of Us and
What happened to the people?
some of the later Uncharted's, I
Hello?
think. You know, Nathan Drake will just kind of brush his hand over the walls. If I say Drake, but there's also... Joel. Had to think about that for a second. I was going to say Troy Baker, which would also be accurate, but he doesn't exactly look like Joel. It used to be way greener in here. A lot like our garden at home. Looks like the owner stopped coming here. And so did everyone else. I would assume these are
It's
other
the first
messages
ones
from
we
other
met
people
here.
trapped here in
There
their
must
minds.
be another light nearby. Maybe I can make her leave.
A connected world of depressed, lonely individuals.
Shoo!
You just get a little nice flyover when you collect those. Actually, I could probably get... Looks like a good place to... Oh, no. Never mind. I was going to say a good place to get a thumbnail, but... I can't get the water without her being too zoomed out. It's always fun for me to do that. I mean, I enjoy taking photos in games as it is, which is why I have all these, like, galleries from photo mode games, and even games without them. But I enjoy trying to find thumbnails for videos as well. Okay, that just opens a shortcut. Where does this go? Or is that... Is this just how I got there? Yeah, that's just how I got up there. I didn't recognize the little hatch I came out of. Okay, so I could just jump off here. I also like how she leaves, like, inky footprints. I mean, she can't be that monstery considering the light doesn't bother her. That's why I said she's more of a midway between... compared to these huge monsters of big loneliness.
Shoo!
Gotta harass all the seagulls.
Shoo!
It always seems weird to me to think that there are, you know, plenty of cities out there where seagulls are not a natural everyday sight. Because even though I don't live on the ocean, we have a large enough river here that seagulls are just a natural, you know, kind of annoyance bird of the city, just like the pigeons. But I imagine places like, you know, Arizona probably don't have a lot of seagulls. Could be wrong, though. I don't actually know the seagull distribution. I hope it's okay if I keep writing. Everybody's gone, and it's actually a little comforting to imagine someone else is out there. Okay, well... Apparently, this spot right here is another beacon?
Found it.
Okay. Corruption doesn't appear until you get close. I would think that this animation could maybe be sped up a little bit
Okay.
after the first few times, just
do
so
this.
you don't have to stand there. Alright, let's do this. It's horrible and uncomfortable. We're gonna do it. But that's pretty much how it is with connecting with new people, isn't it? Horrible and uncomfortable.
Why didn't you do anything?
What are you talking about? I do lots of things.
You only think about yourself. You're a fraud.
It's not true. I try to help people. Stop saying I don't.
Alright. Cracks are oh, never mind. I was gonna say cracks are forming in the shell, but...
All you care about is yourself. That's why you will fail. Again.
That monster doesn't know me at all.
If that was the case, then I wouldn't be trying to annoy you into feeling better. Alright. Let's do an eagle dive here.
I'm so glad to have you back.
I missed you, boat. Alright, well, we cleared Shelter out of the way. Okay, it wants me to go that way, so I think I'm gonna have to go around. So I could probably explore to find more bottles and seagulls. I can see one up there. But that doesn't seem that essential. I think that's just more of a case they're like, hey, we need some collectibles. Okay, that bottle's up top. How would I actually get up there from here? I feel like I'm probably not supposed to go that way. Oh, there's another ladder on this side. Where did this other large fish lady go?
Huh. Shoot.
See another bottle down here. Oh, there she is. Ah. Did you meet him yet? I can't help feeling like everything I do is leading me towards him. I think her little ha is when you're standing near a collectible, like a seagull or bottle.
Shoot.
Get out of here, bird. Stop getting comfortable. Whoever finds this, whoever you are, be careful of the water. That thing may chuckle, but it isn't here to tell you jokes. Hey, you can't go in my light beam. Get out of here. Be gone, monster lady. Okay, so I guess the boat is bringing the light with it. I thought we only had like a little bubble, but... That's quite a ways away. I can scoot through the... No. Can't even get close to it. So yeah, this seems very chill, despite its themes. Man, I totally thought that said something else for a second. Okay, there's a little dock here. No, guess I can't open this one. Alright, maybe that's just a way out. Sound of wet slapping feet on concrete. I mean, let's be real here. She could just scoop me up from out of the water if she wanted to. But she's just guarding her domain. I don't suppose I can climb this hotel sign. That seems like quite a swim. Oh, there was a little ledge there. I didn't realize that because of the waves. But yeah, I kind of want to see where this goes for this monster. before we call it a video. Oh, here comes another one.
Wait. That monster. It seems familiar. Maybe it will help me get out of here.
Well, I mean, that one did
Here is.
kind of dispel the darkness as it went past, so I guess it's less monstrous.
Huh.
Hey, have you seen that flying girl? It's the third time I've got this far. She's meant to be helping me. People like communicating in the dream. Okay. Wants me to go that way. Oh no. I fell in, but it was okay. She was nowhere nearby. I think this is that gate I tried to open. I'll probably open it from this side. Go. Shortcut back to the boat.
Boat through the gate somehow.
Oh, here she come. She is way faster than I am. Probably should have gone back through the gate. Cromch. Everything's fine. I'm alright. Well, the gate's still open, so I guess I can probably drive through there now. Oh. Water just like shot right up when I got close to the boat. I guess the water level's a little higher when it's not wavy from the storm.
I hate those things. They make me feel sick.
So I'm going to carry them with me in my bag of holding.
Oh. And what are you? You remind me of the girl. Oh, do you know her? She's like you, bright and glowing. Can you lead me to her, please?
Here, let me just drain the water level for you.
Do you remember this place? It was our favorite cafe. It's been years.
Do you think they'll give me free cake like the first time we came here?
Well, technically the first time we were here was 9 months before you were born.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sometimes I forget you're only 12. Come on, let's walk a bit more before we head home.
Mama,
What is it?
is everything all right again? With you and Papa?
Yeah. Yeah, of course. We're good. But it was never really not good. And, well, you know, your little brother will be here soon. And then everything will be even better.
I can't wait to be a big sister. What will we call him?
How about Sunny?
I love it.
Mom, that's kind of lame.
Big sister? Chloe, did you make me hear that?
I'm just a memory. I actually do really like how this looks with the parted seas. I know the point was the memory, but it's a visual treat as well. Alright, now what do you got for me?
Hey! Wait for me! I'm searching for a girl in a yellow coat. Have you seen her?
Oh, yes. I know her. But you're very wrong. to the water. And I'll take you to her.
I like the idea that she was saying that as she was devouring me. Gotta get to the safety dumpster when she's not around. I think she's a little bit stuck. Ugh. Help, monster. Okay, I'll wait till she circles around the building. Can't get me, I'm on home base. So I guess this is probably a lot of the game is just finding ways past these various monsters. We don't seem that aggressive as long as you don't go in their territory. But then again, we've only seen the two. And I have a feeling we haven't seen the last of Shell Girl now that she's deshelled. Flying would be nice, don't you think? No monster to get in my way, and I'd find what I'm looking for quicker. Now this looks like a lighthouse. I guess that's more of a lighthouse there. Or at least a lighthouse looking thing. Press X to focus on monster while she devours you. I'm just not sure how well she can turn, so I'm not sure if, like, oh, she went past, so she has to go around the building to get back, or if she just spins in place when you can't see her. Okay, I think I can make it. Bet she can't fit in there. Oh. The tide is pulling me into her domain. I think she might just be circling the tower now. Ooh, sneaky down there, a little deeper. You know, I feel like there need to be more ocean games with creatures this size. Because it's like one of the things you can kind of do more easily with an ocean. Because you don't have to worry about how this thing animates and gets stuck on the world when you have a big open ocean for it to navigate. But I feel like there aren't that many games with, like, sea monsters. Get me here, there's a little window. Okay, well, again, the tide goes right over my neck, and then I count as being in the water. Gotta, like, run right up here. Okay, and then safety dumpster. Good thing she doesn't ram the dumpster like everything else. This also reminds me of why Del Lago was one of the best bosses in Resident Evil 4. And the good tense moment where he knocks you out of the boat and you get the camera of him behind you getting closer as you swim towards it. You can't fit back here. Alright. I'm just kind of like waiting until we hit a good like reveal or something to close this out on. Because I don't want to go too far. Usually it's best not to spoil too much of a short game. And I am going to play through the rest of this on my own anyway. I almost feel bad to say it, because it's not really a great thing for the developer, but this seems very much like a good YouTube playthrough game for people who don't think the investment is worth playing, but still want the story. Which, you know, even though I kind of do that too, making these videos, I still feel like
Why did Chloe need me here? This
some
must be
people
my friend
really
Monster's
abuse
hiding. Maybe it will talk to me.
the whole
Kill me.
recording thing.
Hungry, and eat me.
Like, I was thinking, how many people, instead of actually buying any of the Telltale games, were just like, oh, well, just watch so-and-so play through it the day it comes out, because a lot of these YouTube creators get these keys early, so they record the entire game, so it basically can be spoiled the day, or even days before it comes out. And, you know, they're in a rush to be the first to spoil that, because it means they get more money if everyone watches their playthrough first. Which, I think that's kind of the shitty side of what my hobby is. I mean, I know for some people it's a job, and they have to be as scummy as possible to make maximum bucks. Well, that doesn't mean I have to like it. Don't go down here, go away. This is our pool. Artyom? Is that you? Either that or there's a sick, drowning rave going on down here. But yeah, I hope this game does well, and this developer creates more. I mean, one of the other games I'm looking forward to, just on the topic of games with a very distinct art style, is the follow-up game from the folks who did Abzu, because they're doing more of a... I want to say almost like a... I hope I'm not mixing this up with a different game, but I believe it's more of like a Shadow of the Colossus kind of thing, but it still has the exact same art style of Abzu, which is kind of similar to this. Kind of soft but detailed, if that makes sense. I bet you didn't expect a bird from the ocean. I mean, really, the bird doesn't seem to give much of a shit about me at all. He's not aggressively lonely, he's just lonely. This is my testimony that I am, in fact, still alive. Thank you for reading this. I'm not dead. I feel happy. I feel happy. Oh, I'm not allowed to swim in this water. Like seas of selfishness, guys. Let me in there.
Hello? Who's there?
Well, look who's here.
Oh god.
Children. Spoopy children. They're all lonely too, but collectively lonely together.
Being ugly really does run in your family.
You're both such a waste of space.
Oh, you're trapped again. Let me help.
Man, Chloe, you really gotta stay away from those bundles of tentacles.
This is amazing.
There. He has dispelled the arm ocean.
I'm so happy you're welcoming me to school, Kay. I've been feeling a bit, I don't know, weird lately.
I think this is Sunny.
That's great, Sunny.
Hey, are you even listening to me?
Huh? Sorry, was texting my boyfriend. Oh, he's calling me. I've gotta go. Have fun with your friends, yeah?
No, wait. Okay, bye.
I remember this place. This is Sunny's school.
Is Sunny the bird? Because even his sister ignored him.
Oh my god, you sound like a
a girl.
Do I?
I'm just kidding. Oh, come on. Try and take a joke.
No, yes, I can.
How do I get past the door guardian, I wonder? I mean, she's kind of doing like a sneak, but he's literally standing in the doorway. What if I get him to chase me and then run around him? Whoop. Oh, come on. Did you really need to climb that box so slowly?
Wow. Aren't ugly band shirts also outdated?
But my papa gave me this.
Your papa is such a weirdo.
What? I mean, yeah, I guess.
Chill out. We're just joking.
Dad, right?
Yeah. Tried to pull a fast one on them. I guess I probably could have just ran around them without having to go all the way around. They bully because they lonely. And alley-oop.
Hey guys, look! I think I can get this pencil stuck in Sonny's hair.
Don't! Ow, that hurts!
I want to go. What's wrong with you? We're just teasing. Now hold still.
Sorry.
They're just teasing as they throw fucking sharp pencils at the back of his head. He was be no match for this chair.
Sonny! Sonny! Why are you avoiding?
I'm not. I wanted to.
Wow. Is that how you treat your mates? No wonder we are only friends.
Oh. Come on, boys, you want some? Step into the light with me. I'll disintegrate all of you. Oh, you tricked me, Kay. It was just a joke, bro. I didn't mean to disintegrate you.
Look at him. He even walks like a girl.
What? I'm just fucking lonely.
Oh, look at me. I'm Sonny. I walk like this normally. Hey! Oh no, did I trip you? Wow. Sonny's gonna cry.
No, I'm not. I need to go.
Don't be such a wuss.
Kids can be cruel, Kay.
Sonny!
And I'm very in touch with my inner child.
No, I need to hide.
Step into the dojo.
I think he's over there. You know what, Sonny? If we catch you, we'll kill you. Just kidding.
Haha, it's just a prank. These stories always end up with the kid almost actually getting murdered. And or actually getting murdered and then coming back as a horrible ghost thing to kill the bullies. These are how creepypastas are born. Here, come get some vengeance, boys.
Maybe they really are joking.
And then Sonny was found dead.
We're going to find you.
Ow. I done got slapped. Good thing they can't see my glowing orange backpack.
Why am I such a coward?
It's okay, I've got a Slenderman effect when I get close to them, so I know I'm getting too close.
They are my friends.
Aren't they?
We're going to find you.
They just better hope that Sunny doesn't befriend a young vampire when she moves in next door. Because then she will do some pretty nasty shit to them. Alright, let's finish this section here, and I think that'll be a good place to wrap up for Sea of Solitude. Oh, ow, oh.
No, it can't be true. How did I miss this? I knew he wasn't happy at school, but...
I'll try not to cry anymore. It isn't really that bad, right? I'm so uncool. Maybe I deserve it.
Sunny! I had no idea. Why didn't you tell me?
Because you didn't care.
Sunny... This is all their fault. They made you like this. I won't leave you alone again. I'll help you fight back.
And I'll kill them all.
Where's my boat?
You little bit Tess, Kay. Swim with me, and you can let it all out.
Alright, well,
No, leave me alone. I need to reach Sunny.
I think this is pretty cool.
With me forever. Wherever you go, I'll be waiting.
And I really like the way this looks. This just seems pretty polished. You know, it's not super complicated what you're actually doing, but it is very story-driven, and you're kind of going through and finding out about these problems in order to probably solve Kay's own feelings of loneliness and isolation. And it's always interesting when a developer makes a game that's based more on their own experiences than just specifically trying to make, you know, a fictional world. And you only really see these with smaller developers because obviously, bigger developer, more people, you can't really make a personalized kind of story. But yeah, this is Sea of Solitude, and I'm going to keep playing this and probably finish it in a day or two. But I am digging what I've seen so far. Obviously, I know this won't be everybody's cup of tea, but I hope you can at least appreciate the art style. Anyhow, I hope you folks will join me for future Loneliness and Isolation, because there's plenty more where that came from. Take care, everyone.